10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Okay, I'm Dr. Daniel Cott. I'm the director of MECA, MECATX here in Texas. This is National Preparedness Month in the United States. Each week is dedicated to a different part of being prepared. So our part today is communications, part of it through the drones and through radios. So first we're going to demonstrate a takeoff site of what you should have to be legally and safety within the regulations of the FAA. So the first thing is we've got a micro drone here. This drone is 450 grams. So it's right on the borderline between medium-sized drone and small drones. Okay? So it's got the power of a power drone, okay? But it's small and lightweight. You can fold it up and it'll fit in your pocket. So it's very good. It only weighs 450 grams. Therefore, what you consider is what is the payload. The payload is how much it will lift above it or how much it will lift from below. Generally speaking, the rule of thumb, it'll lift about half of its weight. So 450 grams is about a pound. So it'll lift about a half a pound. So therefore, we could use it to drop a thermal blanket to somebody in need, in distress or in a disaster. So first thing you have to have on your takeoff is a legally correct site and to make it safe. This is a small site for a small drone. Faces north. It's got north, south, it's got your coordinates on there. So you should know the coordinates of your takeoff site. In this case, we're near a fire hydrant. That fire hydrant is listed in the city maps of this city. Okay? Therefore, we know very precisely within that range what the coordinates are here. So to give people where you're taking off from, or a spotter, for example, or an observer, that's what you do, is give them the latitude and longitude of this site. This is a small drone. Therefore, you use a small landing pad. This landing pad is stiff. So generally speaking, a stiff one is better than a soft or folded up one. Okay? So there's different kind of landing pads. Then the color is important. Orange is basically the emergency color used right now by most public safety systems in the United States. So we also have the cones. The cones are also designated to tell people stay away from here, because if the drone comes back home and they don't see it, that's where it's going to land. So hopefully it'll land right on the spot. If it doesn't, they've got to be far enough away. So that designates your safety zone for the zone to come back, and people therefore have to stay away from that area, hopefully all the time the drone's flying. So now we'll go over here to our pilot, Alex. You can see both Alex and I have vests on. He is a pilot. Anytime there's a pilot, there must be an observer. So I am also the observer for his flight. Okay, so he's got vests on. We also have the helmets on. When these drones get bigger, pick up your drone there, Alex. I'm going to move over here. This drone weighs 2 pounds. So they can go up till they weigh 40 and 50 pounds. If they're over 50 pounds, then they're in another legal criteria. So this one weighs about 2 pounds and therefore will lift about 1 pound. For this drone then, you need a larger pad. This pad is collapsible, has weight on it, so the wind won't affect it, and it's also got the things around it to demonstrate. And it's near the fire hydrant also. So coordinate wise, they're pretty close. So we know once we get flying with the flight, more or less where we're at. Okay. So Alex is going to fly a flight today. Roy, turn around if you can. Roy, turn around, get the building. We're going to fly a flight. He's going to be in the building there where his control station is, and he's going to be taking off from here. Okay, from that building. Okay, Roy, turn around. And now we're going to be flying over this in what is called a rectangular pattern. Rectangular pattern can be used for either search, called SAR, Search Air Rescue, or it can be used for mapping. So we're doing both today. We're going to do the video and the photography, and we're going to use rectangular pattern. It's going to be set up. This is the Autel. Pick up the drone again. Autel EVO 2 drone. Okay, just came out. You come over here. This is this year's model, and you can see it's got sensors around. It's got 360-degree sensors. Those sensors are what you call optical obstruction. They will not let it go into a tree or into something. The camera is here. The nice thing about this drone is the cameras are interchangeable. You can put on there the camera, a low-grade camera or a higher grade one, or the higher one is 8K, so most people don't need that yet. The next one is called a dual camera. It's got a FLIR, infrared on it. Firefighters, policemen are using that for bodies underground, for search and so on. And then it's also got a regular RGB camera. So this is a very powerful little drone, relatively cheap in terms of drones. It costs around $2,000. Most of the professional drones used for search air rescue now are around $20,000 to $30,000. So this one is hot on the market and probably will make it very strong into a lot of the smaller cities and smaller towns when police departments and fire departments move into drones. So now we're going to go fly it, and we'll stop this here. Okay.